All right, for all my people who still watch wrestling, this is another episode of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. We are back after a little bit of a break. We had some B-Day celebration going on. Shout out to the homie Willie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's been a minute, but we here. I'm Steve Dent. We got Chili in the house. We got Shaq with his I Love You solo, even though Jacob Fatu
You so
Jacob Fatu does not love Solo right now after 2 weeks ago. He doesn't love him. He didn't say it Friday night on SmackDown. But yeah, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have some celebrating to do. We got a lot to cover, man. You know how we do. We're gonna get straight into it, man. No need to stall. So here's how we're gonna start tonight's podcast, tonight's episode. We're gonna start it with a hot take, and then we're gonna circle back to something. So well, not hot. Quick hot takes, yeah. So here's what we're gonna do, fellas. All right, I have a list of I took note of all the matches that I've heard that are rumored to be in WrestleMania 41. So these are different variations of matches involving some of the same people. All right.
All right.
What I want you to do is on a scale of 1 to 10. When I say what match it is, you're gonna rate it. Matter of fact, we're gonna do 1 through 5. 1 to 10 is kind of vague.
Yeah.
We're gonna do on the scale of 1 through 5.
1 out of 5 stars, man.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna either get perfect. You're either gonna give it, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stars as far as what you think of the match when you hear the match being possibly done at WrestleMania 41. All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. First up, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte for the WWE Women's Championship. Which I'll give that.
I heard about this one as rumored. I love that for a match. The only thing that would frustrate me about it is that who's the heel and who's the face, because both of them are better heels than they are faces. You know, I think Tiffany is more face right now just because people like her gimmick. But naturally, she's more heel than she is face. If I was to give it a star review, I'm going to give it a 3. I'm going to give it 3.5.
Okay.
3.5. Because I don't know what other matches you about to say. So I'm going to give it a 3.5.
What you got, Shaq?
I hope they don't mess with the characters and make it be heel versus heel, because I don't want to see a face Charlotte Flair right now. And Tiffany is popular, but she still is a heel. So I hope they keep it that way. If they keep it that way, heel, I'll give it 4 stars.
Well, they definitely, I could tell you now, like they already said, Tiffany is definitely going to be a babyface for sure. She's not full blown yet, but they've already categorized her as a babyface. I'm going to go 4. I'm going to go just off potential. I'm going to go 4. I just hope they do the story right. Like y'all said. All right. Rhea versus Becky Lynch part 2. Which I give that. Chili, what you got?
My first number that came to mind was 2.5 stars. I am not looking to see this match, man. Like, it's going to be a good match. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be dope. But been there, seen that. Like, Becky's just coming back for what? Like, she's going to go fuck with Lyra Valkyria for a little bit, legitimize her, get her name a little bit more, up there. But I mean, Rhea again, okay, I get it. The 2 top stars, yeah.
But
I'm honestly, I agree 100% with Willie. When I heard about this possibly happening, I was like, I don't want to see this again. Willie's sentiments is 100% what I was going to say. It's going to be a great match. Nobody's denying that. But it's not, the first one wasn't an instant classic. So how do you build this story if you're going to do this? You know what I mean? Are you going to have Becky win the Rumble? You're going to have her win the Elimination Chamber? Is she out for revenge? I mean, there is a little bit of a story, but the story with Becky, in my opinion, was more with Liv because of how it ended with, you know what I'm saying, Dom costing her the title twice. You know what I mean? So I felt like it was more of a story with that. But yeah.
Think about this. Who's going to be the heel in this scenario, if there even is one?
It's definitely Becky. It'll be Becky.
Yeah, I don't like Becky as a heel.
I don't either. I really don't. I don't either. She's good. She's good either way. Like, she's one of the few people who you can say she's better in one scenario than the other, but she's still good at both. You know what I mean? great even, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is one match that I'm hoping that they don't do, even though it's gonna be a great match. All right, Jade versus Naomi.
Man, you hope you broke my heart. I thought you were going to say Jade versus Bianca. You done broke my heart. 0 stars, yeah. I don't want to see this. That Jade versus Bianca would have gave me 5 stars right there. I don't want to see that.
So all right, Chili, if this helps, I can show you my phone. That's literally the next match I was gonna
All
say.
right, yeah.
If this helps,
Nothing against Naomi, man. Shout out to the Usos.
0 star.
I don't want to see that.
What you
Yeah.
guess? Matter of fact, let's throw the other one since it's next in a way. We'll do Jade versus Naomi and Jade versus Bianca. What y'all giving both
That's
of
the
those?
story. That's the story.
Yeah,
That's what everyone's been wanting to see.
yeah.
Before Jade even came to WWE, they was making the comparisons.
That standoff
Jade
at the
versus
Rumble last year.
Naomi.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be a
I
broad
was there
panties
in
match?
person when they did that standoff.
yeah.
Remember, that was in Tampa.
Is it gonna be a broad panties match?
No, it's not.
That'll
Man.
bump the rating up a little bit.
Yeah.
Those
Nigga say
days are long gone.
Cake-a-mania.
Match of the night.
Yamamania.
Jade versus Naomi, I'm gonna give it's gonna be Naomi has been putting on a lot of great matches, man. So as a match, but can she?
Yeah,
Does she have the type of style that can carry Jade in a match?
say that?
You know what I'm saying?
Can she carry her opponent?
My thing is, what's
Yeah.
the story?
Yeah. I mean,
I get the whole tag like stole my partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not doing it, moving it for me. And I'm just not. I'm very, very mindful of whenever they pit black wrestlers against each other. I feel like
Yeah.
they just throw that in there just for, you know what I mean, to meet the quota.
I think it gotta be Bianca. I don't think you can leave Bianca completely off this Mania card if you're not gonna have her in a championship match. I love the idea though of them. You know, I've been saying this for at least a year. Like they need to have. It's too many great women on this roster to only have them in one-on-one matches for the title, and then you just throw them the rest of them in 6-man tags. Like there should be another high-profile match that has a story.
With 2 nights now, that definitely should happen because we
Yeah,
have
it
2
should
nights
happen.
to put more matches together.
So I'm gonna give Jade versus Naomi 2. I'm gonna give Jade Bianca 5 easily.
Jade versus Bianca 5.
Yeah, because both of them. Because in my opinion, I'm gonna just be honest. In my opinion, I don't think Bianca, because of the story and because of both of their styles, I don't think Bianca's gonna have to carry Jade. I think it's gonna because it's gonna be a brawl along with a wrestling match. I don't think she's gonna have to carry her. I think Jade can hold her own. But when you put her in the ring with Naomi,
5.
yeah, I'm going 5, bro. I've been wanting to see that match for a minute.
I
I'm
hope
going
they're
5.
not trying to recapture the glory of Bianca versus Mercedes.
Yeah, as long as Bianca's the heel, I'm good. Yeah, I want to see heel Bianca bad. Bad burn.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
4 for
3.5,
sure.
4. 3.5, 4.
3.5,
I'm here
4.
for that. Just the 2 closest people from outside of wrestling that can do some quality wrestling,
Right.
That
wrestling
can
each
actually
other.
wrestle, yeah, and take it seriously.
I'd be humored by it.
There's another one if he's cleared, and that's the one I'm about to say now. Corey Graves versus Pat McAfee.
If you peep what's been going on the internet lately with Corey Graves, that would be a
They're saying
nasty
it's not a work.
storyline
I
right
don't know.
there.
They're saying it's not a work.
Fire. They would have a better story than Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul.
Yeah.
We just want to see that match.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that would be a fire storyline right there.
both of them are going 4 stars. What you going, Shaq?
3.5, 4 for both.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Pat McAfee match, I go like 3.5. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Cool.
But no, this is what I'm gonna say. Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, 3.5. Pat McAfee, Corey Graves, 4. Just based on if they were to execute that story like perfectly about like everything he's complaining about, allegedly being demoted to NXT and then making some tweets and then getting pulled, you know,
Yeah.
and then like, yo, you stole my shit. Like that would be
Yeah.
a crazy ass storyline. They just pop about the crowd, stomping
Yeah.
Pat McAfee out.
You have both of them at ringside calling matches at the
Yup.
table. They were the top of the match. They just get up, go in the ring.
Squabble up.
Squabble out.
Squabble up.
That'd be so fire, dog. That'd be dope, man. All right, Logan Paul versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
2.5, 3 stars. I don't want to see Gunther beat by murder. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Gunther by murder. No, thank you.
You low, chat.
Yo,
Sound
check.
low.
Pardon,
All
yo.
right, you better.
Logan Paul's gonna do a lot of bumping in that match if that's the case.
Pause. My God.
That's what it's called. A lot of bumping. I don't know what else you want to call it. That's the technical term for it. Grow up, Steven.
It just sounded crazy. But go ahead.
What else you want to talk? This is a wrestling podcast. We
But
use
go
wrestling terms.
ahead. But go ahead, man.
I don't know what you want me to say.
But go
And do a lot
ahead.
of falling. Did you know what I'm saying?
It sounded crazy. But go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna do a lot of falling during that match. But yeah, like, well, I don't want to see it. Fall. If it happens, that's a 3.5. 3.5.
Fisher mic shot. You said low, bro. I'm going one. I don't want to see it at all. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this match
So wait,
at
are
all.
we going by you don't want to see it, or just going by what you think the match quality will be?
All of it. All of it.
Damn.
I'm going. You good now, chat? I'm going one, man. I mean, I don't want to see it. Now, as far as the match quality, it's gonna be a good match. My level of don't want to see it trumps how good of a match it's gonna be.
Don't care if it's 5 stars. Don't want to see it.
Look, we in the era now where we got so many wrestlers, man, who've earned that spot, and Logan Paul hasn't done nothing to earn that spot. Not at WrestleMania.
Yes, he's brought the company money. He's brought outside eyes on the product.
Man, forget all that, man.
That's what you say. Forget the product. Until they look at the views that he brings in.
This hip hop, man. We don't care about sales, man. We don't care about sales, man.
It depends on
Entertainment, baby.
Yeah,
you can put Logan Paul doesn't need a world heavyweight title shot at Mania. Like he brings eyes just for him being there. Like
U.S. champ. I could see him eventually becoming a world champ. Not by beating Gunther though.
Yeah, I about to say I could see that too, but not at Mania versus Gunther, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's had a universal title shot. He's gonna have his world heavyweight title shot.
But look, when he had it against Roman Reigns, it was at what? It was in Saudi at what was that? Crown Jewel? It wasn't Mania.
I think if they wrestle for a title, it's a throwaway show.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. That's my thing. It shouldn't be at Mania. It just shouldn't be at Mania.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be at Mania. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the W Undisputed title.
4, 3.5. I'm curious what kind of story they're going to tell. You know, there's only so much you can do with John's last call. You know, the last time is now.
You actually do a lot. Like for the Rumble, Money in the Bank, the Elimination Chamber, like he keeps trying shot at the title and he keeps failing. So he just can't get over the hump. And then Money in the Bank is his last opportunity. And he wins Money in the Bank. Bye.
And so I had something similar for John. He does win Money in the Bank. He cashes in at Survivor Series War Games, holds the title for 2 months, and then loses the title on the 1-year anniversary of the debut of Raw on Netflix, and that's his last match in WWE. So, but I give it a 2. I give this I don't want to see this either.
I respect it. That
at Mania, though. I just, man, like, it don't have to, once again.
Gotta be at Mania, man.
It don't gotta be at Mania, man. I'm going
shit on Backlash.
Right. I'm going 2. What you got, Shaq?
I'm giving 3.5.
3.5. All right. We're gonna do a few more. Roman Reigns versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, Willie.
I wonder how they make that happen.
Yeah, Willie.
I think he will win the Rumble. If he wins the Rumble, he pulls a swerve. If they make it happen, he pulls
as the ring general. I want to fight the best of the best.
Especially because he's gonna be, from what we've heard, he's gonna be more on Raw going forward than he is on SmackDown. So
I'm gonna give that a 4. I'd like to see that. That'd be Mania worthy. That would definitely be Mania worthy.
That's Mania worthy. Yeah, it's Mania worthy. You go ahead, Shaq. What you got?
4 is fair.
I'm with y'all. 4. I'm with y'all for sure. All right. John Cena versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title.
3. I would want to see that match. I would want to see Gunther beat the brakes off John Cena for a solid 15 minutes.
Stop him back to
Yeah.
Stop him back to
Yeah. And then let John have his little fun and win at the end, you know,
Right.
go Super Cena or some shit. I'll be
Right.
satisfied with that. I'll give it a 3.
3.5.
3 if Gunther wins the same way Brock Lesnar did by completely.
Yeah, yo, I would love that. That would be the best, yo.
not-
That'd be
that's
the
not
best.
happening.
Destroy. You want to talk about building him up, making
Yeah,
him
real
feel more
talk.
defeated. Nah, don't just
Yeah.
lose. Chop
That-
him back to
that
thugonomics.
Oh, man.
That's not
Completely squash him, and then he come on Raw the next day
Yo.
like guys, I told you. It goes with the promo. He goes back on Raw like, guys, I told you it was gonna be a miracle. I got destroyed. I don't know if this is gonna happen, and then he, keeps trying or whatever. So I might up that to 4 the more I think about it.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for the WWE Undisputed Championship in the Triple Threat.
Yeah, it's a 5. I was hoping you said someone else, maybe like Roman Reigns or something like that.
That's the next one. That's the other
Okay.
alternative. The other alternative I was going to say next is Roman Reigns versus Cody versus CM Punk.
Say those people again.
So
Roman, Cody, and CM Punk.
Roman, Kobe,
Yeah.
CM Punk.
I would give Seth, Cody, and CM Punk 4, and then I would give Roman, Cody, and CM Punk 5 only because I think that fits more with the story with Paul Heyman, Owen, CM Punk that favor. Like Roman can win the Rumble, and then it's a one-on-one match between him and Cody, and then CM Punk as Paul Heyman for the favor, and as a favor, he gets into that match and it makes it a triple threat. So that's the only reason why I give it a 5, because it go more with the story. But I mean, both of those could be 5 because both matches could end up being
Yeah.
fire. So yeah,
There's stories behind both of them. I give them both 5s.
yeah.
That would be a 5 too.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, I give both of them 5. All right, and then last 2 more. KO versus Sammy Part 2 at WrestleMania.
Yeah, give me
Look
that.
like part 17.
Now I'm saying just 2 at Mania.
Give me KO v Sammy any time of the day, man.
Yeah.
I'm going 5. And then Rhea versus Charlotte 2 for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship.
I will see that again. Give me 5. Give me 5 of those, please.
Absolutely. Dave Metzler, for as long as I can say it, you owe those women 0.25 stars. It's a 5-star match, that first one. So I would love to see them try to top that first match. So yeah. All right, cool. So here's what we're gonna do, fellas. Moving on. Brothers, in regards to the next topic, I believe, Shaq, I don't know about you. Me and you haven't really talked about it, but I know for a fact that me and Willie both have an opinion on this next topic. For those of you out there, if you haven't had a chance to see it, shout out to Chris Van Fleet, man. He does wonderful interviews. I love his interview style.
CWV.
He makes it more of a conversation.
He is
It's
the
more
standard,
personal.
yo.
Yeah,
He is the
and
standard. You got to salute the Godfather. of
right.
this wrestling
And he
interview
changed
shit.
the game because it's all positive, man.
Yeah.
People want to sit down there and talk with him, man. So shout out to him. And speaking of him, he did an amazing interview with Seth Rollins, man. I had a chance to watch it. So, but there's a particular clip that sparked a debate amongst the wrestling community. I know Willie had some thoughts. I had some thoughts. So what I'm going to do right now, brothers, I hope you can see my screen.
Play clip, man. Roll the tape, man. Roll the tape, man.
We are about to roll the tape real quick of this clip. Here we go.
Yeah,
All right. So with that being said, all right. So here's what I'm gonna say before you go, Chilika. I'm about to let you go. Here's what I'm gonna say. I've been saying for the past 3 years that it's an absolute travesty that Seth Rollins has never had a one-on-one match for the title in the main event at WrestleMania. And I'm saying this as if you watching the show by now, we on episode 19. You know I'm a diehard Roman Reigns fan. So I'm saying this as a Roman Reigns fan. It's been a travesty that he hasn't been in a one-on-one match in main event in WrestleMania. And the only time he's been in the main event was last year as part of the tag team on night 1. So when I watched this clip initially, I was like, I understand it completely because, once again, of that same theory. But fellas, I had to go back and do some research. I had to go back and do some thinking. I had to go back and actually review the tape on Seth Rollins, right? Because if y'all remember, like when I was championing Roman Reigns when he was a big dog, And y'all would constantly tell me how trash that gimmick was and stuff like that. And looking back on it now, I can admit that it was
Straight
trash.
garbage.
It was trash. I can admit it. My blind loyalty has went away. But one thing I always used to say to y'all in defense of him was that Seth Rollins has actually been given more title opportunities and more spots than Roman. Now, that's not the case no more after the Tribal Chief situation. That's not the case no more. But I had to review the tape. And one thing that I forgot was that in regards to that clip, they actually did twice. Number one was WrestleMania 31, when that was Roman's match, and he cashed in what it still is the greatest Money in the Bank cashing of all time. The reason why it's over Priest was because it was in the main event of WrestleMania. So he actually was in the main event of WrestleMania for a title in a triple threat match. It just so happened to be for the Money in the Bank cash in, perfect timing. And on top of that, if you listen to the interview, it was his idea and they listened to it. So it wasn't like somebody else came up, so he admitted that they listened to it. The second time was, if you watch the whole interview, when he said his favorite and most memorable championship reign was the last one. And we go back to last year where he won the tournament, beat AJ Styles, and it was either Crown Jewel or King of the Ring, I can't remember. And he won the World Heavyweight title. And year after last, I'm sorry. And he had the title for a whole year almost a year, up until WrestleMania 40. And in the interview, he even said himself, the company trusted him to put pretty much that title on his back, show prestige to it, gain value to the point that when it changed hands at WrestleMania 40 at the hands of Drew and then Damian Priest, it was a big deal. So they actually did it twice, man. And I have a different viewpoint now. So that's where I give the ball to you, Willie. What are your thoughts?
That boy Seth Rollins out there, big capping, big hater. I salute it though. As a hater myself, I salute that kind of hate. You got to acknowledge it though, my brother. Like, you got to acknowledge it. And like, jokes aside, like, I do appreciate him like mildly acknowledging like the personal jealousy of seeing Cody in that position. And it's more than just the Mania position. It's like truly being the chosen one.
Yeah.
Other than Roman Reigns, it went John Cena low. Like, and not really any clear cut chosen one.
Right.
Until you get Roman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Seth is never that. So
that's true.
I get that perspective.
That's true.
But on the other hand, like you already said, he's had his opportunities to be the top person. Even in that time frame, the politics involved as well, I don't think he would have been it. Like, I still see it.
So before I go to chat, let me ask you real quick, based on what you just said, do we have to have an honest conversation about whether Seth had the opportunity before Roman to actually plant his flag and be that top dog, and did he actually drop the ball in that? Or was it a situation where company politics, they just preferred somebody else?
Who knows, man? I mean, what can you say to someone when Seth Rollins is acknowledging how quick of a learner Roman Reigns was in his interview and talking and praising him so highly?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine if the business people are like, yo, we got this young boy who is soaking this shit up like a fucking sponge. We gonna pit him with these two vets to get him really, really right. To sharpen up, clean up that diamond real nice and pit him over top. Like, all right, we got these experienced guys who doing their thing. They fill their roles. Well, we got this real young bull right here, Roman Reigns, who's really going to be the chosen one because of his age, how quick he learns, he understands the business, it's in his blood.
Yeah. Side note, Vince, you got that one right, because did y'all hear about who the third person that they wanted?
Yeah, Chris Hero or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
which is Cassius Ohno.
Chris Hero, yeah.
Okay.
Because it was Punk's idea.
Yeah.
And to that, I say, oh no, they got it right. They got it right. Shaq, what's your?
I think in that part of the interview, I think what he was saying was kind of blending Seth Rollins in with who he is as a person.
Mhm.
Like his character and his real life blended just a little bit. He was speaking in character, but also saying his true real life sentiments. How he felt.
Mhm.
Right.
I didn't take it that literal, like he's hating, he's jealous. I think whenever you get in a position such as that, if you're an athlete, you're
All
in
of it was very valid. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you're
said,
you're
I
an
wholly
athlete.
understand. If I was in his
Yeah.
shoes,
Yeah,
part of me would feel like that, but then the other part of me have to look in the mirror like your path was way different than Cody Rhodes'
yeah.
path.
Yeah,
Way
definitely.
different.
yeah,
Way
So
different.
I think when he's
Way
like,
different.
he's like,
Yeah.
he's jealous of him. I don't think he was jealous like on some like hating, like he was on some like his interview,
Yeah.
like the promo with Punk, like dog, I've been here.
Mhm.
Whenever they needed somebody, they came to
Yeah.
me. Like I stood 10 toes. I put the company on my back whenever was needed. You know, I was Mr. Reliable. And now here you come. You know, you left, you went away, you did your own thing and when didn't work,
Mhm.
like you came back. And then they put you on a pedestal.
The only
Like that,
yeah. Only
Yeah,
Travis.
it's
Yeah.
very valid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all very valid.
I didn't take it too literal on some like hating type joint. I think his real life and his character kind of blended just a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool to hear that they really good friends too. Him say that. That was cool to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
That
definitely
was
did.
cool to hear,
But CM
man.
Punk and Seth really don't like each other.
Yeah, they
and
not.
that's fine.
They really don't like each
They
other.
really don't like each other.
Which makes that match even better that they was able to do that, man, and make those moments even better that they
Kind
really
of wish
don't.
they could have did that at AEW and just made a lot of money, dog.
What Seth and
No, the whole Punk and the Bucks and Kenny Omega,
yeah,
nothing came from the fight at
hey
all.
man, that man Tony was scared for his life, man. He had to make an executive decision. He had to
So you
make an
gotta go,
executive
my boy.
decision, man. He had to go. He had to go,
I totally
man.
agree with him being fired.
Yeah. So
Totally.
you can't do that.
Yeah,
There's
can't,
no-
can't punch the
he-
boss, man. Can't
You
try to
can't
fight
do
the
that.
Not
boss.
even that,
man.
you can't hit coworkers. Like you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
hit people
It don't
in
work
real
like that.
life.
You stay.
Yeah. Hey,
This is
yeah.
not. You can't.
You're not a
have a-
cop. You're not a cop. You're not law
Yeah, you
enforcement,
can.
brother.
They can. You can't have
Yeah.
you can't have a company based on fake fights and then get into real fights in the back with people. It doesn't work like that.
That's true. That's true. All right, next, real quick, man. Ricochet, man. Ricochet has officially undergone his heel turn. If you didn't see it, he had a very violent attack on Swerve. Swerve tried to get some get back yesterday or whatnot. How do we feel about Ricochet's heel turn? Do we
As
think this is a
long
good?
as he doesn't talk.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to.
Hey, wait.
Unless
Did
you
y'all
put,
see the post going around of him arguing with the one dude on Twitter?
nah.
Yeah, why y'all talking? I'm about to try and pull that shit up.
As long as he doesn't talk, or get him a manager, get him somebody.
He's gonna have to go to the Hurt Business because if not, then
Yeah, as long as he doesn't talk. Yeah.
maybe that's the story with the Hurt Business, that when he first tried to join, like they ain't really like his vibe, but now that he's gone, the attitude changed and he's trying
I'm with
to
that.
hurt the people. Then
Yeah, let
maybe
MVP talk for you, dog.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
but
Yeah.
if not, then he's in trouble because he's gonna have to talk. He's gonna have to talk.
He
I
could
don't
be a
know.
heel. He could be a heel that doesn't talk. He just stand on business.
He's not that though. Like he's not. He doesn't have shit like a character like Shinsuke Nakamura and what he's doing right now can get away with that. Shinsuke don't have to talk no time, so he's just an assassin. That's
Well,
not
that's just
Ricochet's
because
character.
WWE think all foreigners can't speak English,
But
and they play it off like that.
that's not true because they just gave
Shinsuke
Penta.
speaks perfect
Well, we gonna
English.
get into Penta later, but pause. But they just gave Penta a whole segment where they let him do both, so don't do that. But I mean, Shinsuke's just an assassin, man.
I can't find it, but I'm right.
Ricochet not that. You know what I mean? He look at this dumb laugh he's doing trying to be Jadakiss right now. Like, you know what I mean? I think but I mean, don't get me wrong. I think this could be a good thing for Ricochet. I like when they listen to the fans, you know what I mean? And everybody would pretty much, which I don't get why they turned on Ricochet to begin with, but they turned on Ricochet, they listened to the fans, he became a heel. So I think it's a good thing. But he gonna have to talk, brother. Unless they put him with the Hurt Business. Yeah, man, what you think, Chili?
I mean, he had no other option but to go heel if he was trying to stand out. Anything else would just be watching Ricochet in WWE. So, I mean, it's the expected thing, necessary thing. I no issue with him being heel. I'm not going to be as ruthless as Shaq is with him, like, he cannot talk on the mic. Again, I think it's more so about finding the character and style that's going to work for him.
Yeah.
And what he needs to do with while he's on the mic.
Shaq, you excited for Swerve versus Ricochet?
Yeah, man, that's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a good match. Very, very good match. Should be violent because of now how they took it there, how the level where they took it, and I think it would be good to see a different side of Ricochet rather than the high flying and all the acrobatics and quote unquote flippy shit. Let's see a little bit more. We can still do that, but let's incorporate something else.
Yeah, because people forget, man. Like Rick, if you watch the match last year between him and Ilja on Raw, which I'm waiting for Ilja's return. Like it seems like it's almost time for him to come back from his injury. I don't know how serious the injury was, but the match between him and Ilja, you go back and watch the match. Go back and watch the match between him and Velveteen Dream and NXT. Go back and watch the match between him and Adam Cole. Like he's actually a tactician, man. He can do everything in the ring, man. So it'll be interesting to see this different side of Ricochet and whether he still does a lot of the high flying or whether he channels that inner technician that he is, man. So this should be cool, man. There's another heel turn right now that I personally think is cooking with hot grease right now, and that's the New Day. I love what's going on with the New Day right now, dog.
Now you love it.
I love it. I do. I do. At first, because the way you wanted it to happen, I was not excited for that. I didn't want to see they beat up Kofi or they beat up Woods.
I just want to see Big E get beat up. That's what I really wanted to see. I want to see them beat up, pile drive Big E.
Give us something different, man. When is the last time we've had a storyline where, like, you got the locker room, like, you got people getting banned from the locker room because of what they did? No, they haven't touched nobody whatsoever. They get crazy heat just from their actions, like not one assault, and now they got the Dominic Mysterio heat. We gotta officially coin, like, when you getting booed out the building, that's officially coined the Dominic Mysterio heat. So they got the Dominic Mysterio heat. Man, dog, I don't know if y'all peeped this, but did y'all see during that promo Monday, Woods almost broke character when Kofi was speaking? Kofi was like, Rey Mysterio's a deadbeat dad who raised the good for nothing son. And Woods had to put his head down because he almost laughed. Dog, I mean, they cooking with grease right now, man. I like what's going on with the New Day, man. What are y'all thoughts with what's going on, this whole storyline with them, man?
I want to know what the payoff. It's like we get here, but is the payoff he being cleared or he bringing back a tag team to try to fight for his honor? Like, I like their character work right now. Like, it's very, very good. You know, they're playing the innocent, they're playing victim. Say, we didn't even do anything. So we didn't touch anybody. We didn't do anything.
I'm gonna be
that part is dope, but I want to know where we're going from here. I like being surprised, but I don't think he's gonna get cleared ever again.
I don't think.
Cleared. So
yeah, WWE ain't taking that risk. It ain't worth it.
Yes, no, it ain't worth it. So I need to know what's gonna happen. Do we just keep that? Does that storyline completely dead now?
I think me personally,
hey, leave our ring, whatever. That he's just gone, or does he get a tag team to fight in his honor?
I don't think we can put a timestamp on that, and because of what happened and how memorable it is one of the that New Day segment is going to go down as one of the biggest moments in WWE history as long as they continue to carry this storyline right. I don't think we can put a timestamp on that because if Big E let's say Big E doesn't get cleared until 2027, right? The moment he gets cleared, people are going to be ecstatic to see him when he comes back, and they can pick up right where they left off with that story even still. But I'm with you. I think the reason why they did that the way they did it is because he's not clear, and I don't think he's going to be clear anytime soon. I don't think he's going to be in the Rumble. I don't think he's coming back for Mania, none of that. So to answer your question, well, not to answer your question, let me ask you this, Shaq, since you said what you said. What if the payoff is just simply them ascending back to the tag team ranks? And then, Ashley, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but the New Day have never won a tag match at Mania. What if this is them winning the titles at Mania, and then eventually, like, down the line later on this year, it leads to them, like, individually winning singles gold as well? What if that's...
I support any kind of New Day shine at this point, the way they're looking.
Yeah, as long as it's different. Yeah, I'm
with it as well.
Got you. But, I mean, it would be dope to see E come back. That's the other thing, though. If E comes back, who he wrestles? Does he wrestle Woods? Does he wrestle Kofi? Does he wrestle them both? That would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even
I'm
want to
gonna
see
beat
that.
both y'all niggas asses,
Right.
bro.
That would be a complete burial. There's no way they
Yeah, I
can come
think that
back
would
from
kill
that.
the New Day. You
That
can't
would
do
kill
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why. I don't think
Give me a triple threat match where they all three of them beef. Give me that.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Does it make sense if he doesn't go after Ridge Holland first, or does he got to go straight to the New Day?
I think they know they're not playing the Ridge Holland thing as if they did it as if it was on purpose. Like they say it was an accident. Like Ridge has reached out to him. Yeah, like they're okay. Like they're cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Had it been like some malicious shit where like Rich never called, they said it on the air. Like Rich has reached out. Like they're in constant communication. Rich feels terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does, man. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he does. So for sure. Let's go to the other one. So Penta's debut. Penta debut on Raw Monday night. Good ovation, won fans over. How we feeling about Penta's in WWE, and how we feeling about that promo that he cut? Shaq, I'm gonna let you go first.
The match was dope. I'm glad they gave that match time.
Yeah.
They let people see what he can do. Like he's not just high fly, but not only shout out to Chad. Chad gets overlooked a lot of times as a great wrestler. He is a damn good wrestler. So shout out to them for going out there and putting on a hell of a match. That promo, number one, I didn't know he speak English. I didn't know I didn't know. I said, oh shoot. And he talk. You could tell he was genuinely happy. Like finally in WWE, he showed his family in the front row crying. Like you could tell he was genuinely happy. He went a little bit over because they say backstage, like he went a little bit over, just rambling, but he got caught up in the moment. But I like both the segments. I like the match, and I like the post match interview where he got to talk and show his human side.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Shout out to Fiel Neto, barbershop fantasy football champion.
Willie, go ahead, man.
Anyways. Nah, yeah, it was cool, man. I was happy to see that. Show his kids and all that stuff. Everyone being emotional. It was a good match. I'm looking forward to what they do. I'm telling Penta, hey man, enjoy it now while you can in the singles life. Because as soon as Ray Phoenix get there, your ass is a tag team competitor, brother.
Yeah.
Like, so enjoy this time while you got it as a single star. Because I don't think it's gonna last long.
They gotta be in the
get as
tag
many of the
team.
matches. Go fight Shinsuke. Go fight a couple other motherfuckers. Like,
for those of you who are like our brother Rab, who only watch WWE, the Lucha Bros have been, if not the best, one of the best tag teams in the past 5 years, man. I've been a Lucha Bros fan since the day I first saw them in AEW. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I followed them before AEW. I didn't. But once they got to AEW and I got to see them, man, I've been a Lucha Bros fan since. I think it was a crime that they only had the belts. I think either once or twice. But when Ray comes over, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a game changer, especially with what they're doing with tag team wrestling on SmackDown right now.
It's crazy what they've done, how the roles have reversed between AEW and WWE with their tag teams.
Yeah.
Because AEW's is going to shit.
Right.
And WWE literally has all the dream matches, other than anything with the Young Bucks for real. And FTR, now that, they've all flip-flop, like, he has all the dream matchups right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That you would want.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you still got the Good Brothers still in WWE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Underrated.
It's a lot of, and it's true tag teams right now. Like true tag
put
teams.
Together stuff,
not a bunch of put together stuff. We got true tag teams right now, man. So I think it's pretty dope, man. But shout out to Penta, man. He won the crowd over. I didn't think it was the greatest promo, but hey, he won the crowd over. So I mean, it's only so much you can say about it.
Real emotion to do that.
Yeah.
To show real emotion.
You love that authenticity.
Yeah, I liked it, man. My only critique is it has nothing to do with him. That theme music sound like, hey, Penta, we ain't really got nothing queued up right now for you. So, but this is what we got. Pick something right now, and I promise you, we'll work on something for you later. That's what
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but for as much as we be anticipating this, I was kind of let down.
It could have been better. It could have been better.
I was expecting some a Jacob Fatu-ish type of thing where you come out the gate and it's like, oh shoot, like this theme music is fire. Nah, I ain't do that. Hey, Def Rebel, you keeping up with the prestige. And only the
Yeah,
bloodline
being
gets
some
the
shit.
hottest. Only the
Hottest
bloodline gets
pile
the
in the
hottest
homage.
music, right? Cause he ain't missed not once for the bloodline. Not
Nah,
once.
he
Not even with
doesn't.
Tama Tonga. He ain't
He
missed not
hasn't.
once.
They be cooking with theirs.
Right.
They must have more hands-on input than other people, though. It's
Probably.
got to be.
Probably for sure. 2 more things, and then we're gonna give it the shot for the either. Willie, you were like this. I didn't include it in the original agenda, but I figured that we wouldn't have because I want to say in WWE, this person that we about to bring up, at one point he was your favorite wrestler. I don't know if people know this or not, but at one point this person was scheduled to win the Royal Rumble, and they actually went with Drew McIntyre that year. But he was, but not. But he was the second option. I don't know if people know this or not. He was the second choice to win the Rumble. He got slightly edged out by Drew McIntyre that year. We're talking about Aleister Black.
My boy. I'm looking forward. Yeah.
He is
I'm looking forward for my boy to come back.
I don't know Malachi Black because they ain't do it. They ain't do him right in AEW. I don't know a Malachi Black. All I know is Aleister Black. And we already know. I mean, as soon as we found the reports that he left AEW, his wife works in WWE, man. We knew this was gonna happen. And then, like I said, I don't know if people knew this or not, but he was like a high choice. He was the second option to win that Royal Rumble that year. They went with Drew McIntyre, which I still think was the right choice. But he was that second choice, man. And reports came out today that they still view him the same as he can be a top star in the company, man. People forget, like, when you talk
the aura, man, my boy Malachi had that aura, man.
People,
Aleister, I gotta start
with fire theme music,
bruh. And he had the little rising up shit. That shit used to go hard.
So it's crazy.
I gotta watch his intro real quick. We get off this, man.
And then people forget, like, it's only few NXT stars, and when they got called up, they immediately got like the jump into like Kevin, like into that stardom. And Kevin Owens is one. And people forget, like, their debut was WrestleMania, like, you know what I'm saying? With all of that being said, how y'all feel about Aleister Black? We're going to say potentially for right now, even though we know it's set in stone, but potentially coming back to WWE. How we feel about it?
Dig it. I'm with it. Love it.
Overjoyed.
Love the fact that now, once again, there are 2 main promotions people can go to, man, and keep the lights on, dog. Because at one point it was just WWE, and then you had to hit the indies.
Yeah.
You know, you have to grind or you have to go to Japan. So I love this too. Again, there's 2 major promotions that are paying people. But, you know, with Trips in charge, not downplaying people or playing people like shit. Come back to
hey, can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Check.
I can hear you now. You might want to lean closer to the mic, but
I was like, with Trips running the show, like, he still respects people when they come back, like, and not treat them like shit once they leave or come back, or if they didn't start in WWE. So Trips gonna do right. Trips gonna make it right.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be nice to have more, like, how do I explain this? WWE has been missing that aura. And I'm not talking like just a Roman Reigns kind of aura.
Right.
I'm talking about that greatest wrestler of all time, The Undertaker, spooky aura. Aleister was supposed to be the one.
That Bray Wyatt aura.
Before Bray Wyatt, before they was calling Bray Wyatt the next Undertaker. It's supposed to be Aleister.
Yep.
Like, that's what's supposed to be, man. Like, so I'm looking forward to what they are going to be able to do with him. I hope they don't again, like, same way I hate the whole throw black wrestlers together to fight each other. And, you know, you shut people up. I hope they don't do some stupid Wyatt Six and him spooky shit. Like, I don't want to see that.
Not yet.
That all the spooky folk. I don't want to see that.
Not yet.
Aleister versus Wyatt Six.
Yeah, man.
Book it, Vince.
Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I think they're gonna do right by him. It's gonna be kind of tricky because Shinsuke got a kind of spooky character going on right now. So it's tricky to see how they're going to line that up. But I just think Aleister Black, all he got to do is literally come back and be the same Aleister Black he was in NXT. That's all he got to do. As soon as the fans hear that music drop, like the first beginning of that music, they're going to go ballistic. And then when he rises up out of the floor, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I hope he actually comes back at the Rumble. I hope that's his debut at the Rumble. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that, man. I would love to
That
see
would
him.
be nuts. I want him to have more attention than just the Rumble entrance. Rumble entrance isn't a whole lot. It's a quick
That's true.
pop. Then you got to go right in the ring and get busy.
They control the time. They can make
Yeah,
it,
they
can
do,
make it a
but
thing.
Just surprise us this time. They didn't surprise us with Penta. Surprise us this time. Like we knew Penta was gonna debut. You know what I'm saying? Surprise us this time. Wherever it is, whether it's a Rumble, Saturday Night Main Event, whether it's Elimination Chamber, whether it's an episode of SmackDown or Raw, just surprise us. You know what I
Saturday
mean?
Night Main Event might be the perfect place, I think, to have them pop back out. If they keep their numbers up and have enough attention on it, I think that'd be the perfect place.
Willie, since I'm a fan too, but you're probably the biggest fan of his I know. At the time, I'm gonna put this question solely on you. If you was a booker for WWE, if you was a writer, who is his first feud?
Carmelo Hayes.
I like that.
Not bad.
I like
It's
that.
not bad
I'm
at
not
all.
even going into some like I don't even want no spooky shit like right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't want no one. I want someone who's going to be able to play like, yo, what the fuck is this? Play a little bit. Oh, yo, this is a little crazy, but nah.
Yeah.
You know, that was the first person that came to mind. Like if you want like low hanging fruit, heel Chad Gable, but again, he's done the spooky crap already. Like he can work with anybody. I think it'd be funny if they just start to make him fodder for all the new wrestlers that are coming in from like AEW and shit. That would be a funny like on some
So
what was it? Was it Zack Ryder who kept losing all the damn
legends.
time?
That was exactly. That was
I know
Heath
who you
Slater.
talking about.
that was Heath Slater.
Yeah, Heath Slater.
Heath
Yeah, he
Slater.
kept losing. That'd be funny if he starts some shit like that.
The originator of the Bebe chant. I just want to throw that
Don't
out
be
there.
disrespectful.
I just want to throw that
I
out
tell you
there.
about that all the time. Don't be disrespectful.
I just want to throw that out there. All right, and then last thing, before we get the ball to Shaq for his program, the Royal Rumble build is now here, officially. So the promo in the beginning of Raw Monday, which is at this point, it is absolutely hilarious every time Seth Rollins interrupts CM Punk. Like it's priceless gold right now.
My man said, "Why couldn't it be Rhea?
Right.
Why can't Rhea interrupt me?"
But it's here. We got John Cena, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk have all declared for the Rumble. There's going to be even more people in the Rumble. It's a bunch of stories going on right now. How do y'all feel right now about the Royal Rumble build at this point in time?
I love it.
I love it so
I
far.
love
yeah.
it. I
The
have
build-up's
no
so
idea
much.
who the fuck's gonna win this shit. That is the whole point.
That's the whole point.
That is the whole damn
There's so
point.
many choices, man. Like legit. Like it's a lot of choices. Like I could see a scenario where Drew wins the Rumble. I could see it because it's once again we in a different era. It's not Vince running the show anymore. Vince is running the show. We know who will win the Rumble. But because of who's running the show, I could see Drew. I could see Seth. I could see CM Punk. I could see John Cena. I could see Roman Reigns. I could see them shock us with somebody we not even thinking about. You know what I mean? So, Shaq, how you feel about it?
Like Willie said, it's going perfect right now. Like as a wrestling fan, I might really love wrestling. I like not knowing what's going to happen. Like I love having to come on here and guess what you all are, or us keep throwing out our ideas or or trying to book it ourselves. Like I love that as a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
You know the cherry on top for the Rumble would be?
What?
You said what?
Who would be the cherry on top at the Royal Rumble for y'all?
Winning the Royal Rumble?
No, just being so to add to the like. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
For me, if Trick Williams or Obafemi enters a Rumble, that would be
Who you
be
got,
so
Shaq?
tough to me. 70,000 people screaming "whoop that Trick" would be crazy.
And that would be. I think he's gonna be in it just for that.
Yeah. That
Well,
would
who
be.
do you think?
As far as go ahead, Shaq.
I need Joe Hendry in the Rumble.
That's a good one, Shaq. That would be
I
fine.
need Joe Hendry
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Rumble.
See, y'all went for pops. I'm going for like, yo, dang, this dude might really win it. Brock Lesnar. Let me see Brock Lesnar pop up in that motherfucker, man.
If Brock Lesnar pop up in the Royal Rumble, it might really go down as the greatest Royal Rumble of all time.
Yo, like that's what I'm saying.
If Brock Lesnar joins that would be absolutely crazy. That shoot talking about pops, like they gonna go insane. They gonna go insane, man. even though his name was in that stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think fans really care. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think so.
She wants to with him.
Yes,
He was
fans
just
don't care. Sponsors do. They don't
No, I
like
mean,
none of that negative attention.
yeah, sponsors.
You know,
You're right. Sponsors do, but
sponsors do.
I don't think the fans really care, man. I think they're gonna go ballistic if he comes out.
I heard they put his name back on the roster page. Though.
I
They did?
checked. It's
Yeah.
I'll check. It wasn't up there when I checked.
I mean,
I
the
looked.
internal roster.
It
Internal
wasn't
roster.
on no website. I
Nah,
checked.
now on the website, the internal roster that they have, like, we can't see that. So I will say this, and I'm putting this on paper right now. So first of all, we do our Final Four prediction. That's going to be very interesting. And that might be the hardest prediction that I've ever had to do as far as wrestling in my life because there's so many options, right? But I will put this on paper right now. I think the two people that start the Rumble is going to be KO and Sammy. I think KO and Sammy begin the Rumble.
It's not a bad choice. I got to see who else. Like, once I get the final field,
Well, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. We gonna take that off paper. I just remember KO is actually in the title match at Rumble. But I mean, we've seen people wrestle in the
Yeah.
title match and then still be in the Rumble, so it's possible. But I don't know, man.
he is.
Yeah, it's so many things, man. We could somebody. I've seen somebody on the internet throw out the idea of what if somebody from the bloodline is the one that eliminates Seth and he goes into full crash out mode. You know what I'm saying? It turns it. It's so many options, man. I love the build for this Rumble, man. I think it's gonna be. I think it got a chance to be one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
as
this
far as
might
Rumble.
be, man. Wish I
Yeah.
decided to go to this one instead of last year's.
Man, it ain't too late.
Damn it.
We might have to make. We might have to make. It ain't too late.
Well,
I don't know.
Indianapolis, right? That's where it's at.
Yeah, it's in Indy.
Too
It's
many-
Yeah.
cold, man.
If
Yeah,
we drive,
it's
too
freezing.
many big purchases, dog. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
need a Colombian coat out there, joint, and gloves.
Cold.
It's gonna be cold. All right,
It's
Shaq.
inside, man.
Shaq, it's on you, brother. What you got today?
Right? To all my people that love and still watch wrestling. Right now,
Either or. Something.
Either or, yeah.
Yes or no?
man. Either
Either or,
or.
yeah. Look
What
at that.
form?
It's
Look
either
at-
or, man.
edit that. What's going on to my people that love and still watch wrestling right now? Either or is a segment here on the podcast where I give a random question, a random scenario, a random booking, and we just gonna go with it off the line, off the cuff, right? And it is always wrestling. Question I have for my two esteemed brothers, my two co-hosts right now. We're gonna talk about guilty pleasures in wrestling. What is a stable or a character that was complete trash, but you was like, you should have kind of dope. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like the shit. I'm gonna give you mine, just so you know what I'm gonna do. Just so I love the oddities.
You
They
love.
came that theme music.
Speaking, you kind of low, bro. Speaking to the mic. But what you say?
I loved the oddities. They came out to that theme music, the ICPC music, and my man was holding Cartman, waving to the air. Go, go, go to the number show. Yeah, you gotta do that
Remember that.
like that. I was in the crib like this with him every week, every Monday night. Yeah, I came out with ICP rapping. I was a fan of the oddities. And my man Earthquake in a mask.
Mine would be
We listened
like,
to
are we talking like guilty play? Like, what do you mean by like,
something that wasn't supposed to be popular. Like, you know it's trash. But like,
oh,
You
all right, okay,
personally-
yeah, I'm stick with,
you personally
I'm
love
gonna stick with my choice then. Yeah, IRS, Irwin R. Shanks.
Like Irwin,
Yeah,
my man Irwin.
hey, I used to fuck around because look, I forgot what wrestling game it was that was out on Sega or some shit, and I used to play with him and hit niggas with the cheese niggas with the clothesline all the time. And so that's why I fucked with him. Like, so
Bonus points. What was his name in WCW?
shit. Damn. Help me out. You got me.
VK Wall Street.
Wasn't
When he-
he someone else though?
Nah, VK Wall Street. When he joined the NWO, VK Wall Street.
Man, I don't.
You like the big dog Roman Reigns character,
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's not the same.
and
though.
everybody said it was bad.
Nah, it's not. But it has no
Wait till
humor
he
to it.
says it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's it has no humor to it. You know what I mean? I want something like when you say guilty pleasure, like I'm thinking of stuff like I treat this segment like a movie that I watched that everybody else thinks like it's like Soul Plane. I laugh at Soul Plane, but everybody think it's trash. You know what I'm saying?
This can be true. You can laugh at Soul Plane and still be
Yeah.
trash.
So that's how I was treating it. Trying to think, man. I feel like there was a female character in WWE who had a funny gimmick to was kind of trash, but I enjoyed it. But what am I gonna go with, man? I'm leaning towards the Boogeyman's character. I enjoyed the Boogeyman. I really did, and it was trash. Like when you go back and look at it, it was trash. Shout out to the original Boogeyman and how Finn Balor stole his stuff or whatever.
I'll go Papa Shango too.
Papa
You're
Shango.
disrespectful.
Papa Shango.
What?
Who? No, what was my dude? Who used to put the who used to beat on his belly?
That's Papa Shango.
That's
Papa
no,
Shango.
that's not Papa Shango.
Kamala.
Kamala.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Kamala
too. Him too.
Used to beat on
Both
his
of
belly.
them. Thank you. Kamala was the other one I was thinking about.
Hey, yo, Kamala was
Hey,
hilarious.
man, all them racist tropes, bro.
You
Guilty
know,
pleasures, man.
you want to know really funny, dog?
Your guilty pleasures.
Kamala-
All them racist black tropes, bro. Wrestling.
Kamala was a nigga from Memphis, dog. That's what
Look, look.
Used to
Coco
be
Beware.
the
And
funniest.
all them niggas, man.
One of the funniest things ever in wrestling history was him being scared of that casket in that casket match with the Undertaker, dog. That was hilarious.
I should have knew back then that do-rag Vince was inevitable. I should have knew back then when nigga booked Kamala. I should have known.
They
I
booked,
should not be surprised.
I mean this is no disrespect, but yo, Vince was on Demon Time, dog, with the way he booked Kamala. He booked Kamala like he was special ed, bro. Like he couldn't speak, he couldn't talk. It was crazy the way he
Boy,
booked
got
Kamala,
this guy,
bro.
some little boy African trapped in a
he
cage and
he
grew
just
up.
staring around. I'm like, dang, that's how you do Africans, Vince.
Yeah.
No, Kamala had no IQ. Beat on his belly. Nah, that joint was hilarious. That and what's the debate on whether this was trash or not? But I thoroughly enjoyed Daniel Bryan's his Save the World gimmick. His
Oh, that won't trash at all. That's his best work right there.
I love that gimmick, dog.
Nah,
And some people, I've heard some people say they thought on the internet they thought it was trash. I loved it. I enjoyed it. But number one is easily Kamala for me,
if
dog.
you think I'm tripping, I don't know. It's not on WWE Network because I guess they didn't get the rights to the theme song.
Mhm.
Play the Oddities theme song on YouTube when we get out of here. See if you don't rock a little bit.
It ain't.
See if you don't rock a little bit.
You know who theme is not better than? Dude
You already know
Love.
the Dolores. Huh?
Dude Love.
Greatest wrestling themes on all time is Glorious.
Yeah, I concur. Glorious is the one. Shout out to Bobby Roode. Man, Bobby Roode right now, if he was cleared, man, he would be so over with trips, man. He would be so over.
Backstage agent though, man.
I know, man. He
career's
can't.
over. You do stuff in backstage, man.
Yeah, he can't wrestle no more, man. Shout out to him, man. But yeah. All right, man. So that's pretty much it, man, for this episode, man. We appreciate y'all watching this, tapping in with us, man. We got some dope content coming your way very, very soon, man. So be on the lookout, man. Yeah, we got some dope. By the end of 2025, y'all would know who Yes Who Still Watch Wrestling is for sure,
And bear
without
with
question.
People, like I said, we're educators and lawyers, man. We don't have
we got legit adult responsibilities.
jobs,
yeah,
man.
like we're not podcasters. We do this because we love. We don't know anything about software. Like we're literally learning this shit on the fly. Like we just found out how to do the share screen on Ringside today. Just just bear with us, man. And as we learn, we promise you the product's gonna get better.
We got some guests coming, man. It's gonna be
Word.
dope, man. We got
have a live stream or two coming.
yeah,
So we
man.
know some shows we're gonna pop up at.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
got some
local
really
shows
nice
gonna
stuff
pop up
coming
at.
up.
It's gonna be dope, man. But in the meantime, check us out. We on YouTube. I guess I
Mhm.
can't say we on TikTok no more. Well, maybe if you're international, but not in the U.
Yeah,
We
we're gonna
can't
drop
use
the
it.
Discord, and eventually we're gonna drop the Discord for everybody.
Yeah, we're
Eventually,
working
for
on the
everybody who want to
Discord
join
now.
us,
We're working on our
Yeah,
Discord
arguing
now.
about wrestling with you boys happily. We gonna get on Blue Sky. We gonna get on Fanbase. We gonna get on all those.
Black Planet, MySpace, Miramente, whatever, man. All that. Y'all be safe, man. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.